after Galvin's messy exit from the club.
It's not about Lockie. It's not about the Dogs. It's about us, and that's all we need to focus on is putting on a good performance in front of our home fans. That's a story everyone wants to talk about. Is Tigers versus Lockie, but for us here inside our four walls, it's about us and how we perform on game day.
I'll bring back to Lockie for a moment. Have you spoken to him much? See flexibly?
Nah. Should I have?
No, should you? I don't know.
Nah, that's not my job. He's not here. He's not part of my team. And like I said, bro, my focus is me and my boys.
The fans probably go pretty hard at Lockie and boo. Is that because they pay their money, they're allowed to do that?
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end. That's the game of rugby league. It's a fan-driven game, you know, so you got to expect that. But yeah, good luck to Lockie.
Oh, that was a good interview. I enjoyed that. Luai wishes Galvin the best of luck, says he's not thinking about him. Well, would he be? Well, maybe he is. Thoughts on this?
Kumbaya, let's get the marshmallows out around the fire. Come on. In all seriousness, you just wish that, you know, part of Lachlan Galvin's messy exit was an NDA non-disclosure agreement where none of the West Tigers are allowed to make any sort of disparaging, honest, cutting assessment of his exit. So we're not getting told the truth there. I'm with you. I thought Jahrome, I like the way he handled that interview.
Yeah. Yeah. At no point through that whole Lachlan Galvin saga, did we hear Jahrome going, Lockie, please stay, please stay. Come on, mate. Like,
yeah, but we know why.
Like, yeah, I understand, but we can't pretend that he's not agitated by it.
Oh, we know he would be.
Exactly.
And that's what makes this game so mouthwatering.
So yeah.
You know, like, and Gordy and I spoke about it, and I suppose as ex-players, we kind of get it. Like, a betrayal of trust, and, you know, I don't want to overhype it and dramatise it, but I just, if you put ourselves in Jahrome and the Tigers' shoes, and the guy who walked out, and the circumstances in which he did, he's got a target. He's got a target on him.
Well, he walked in, Brave.
They won't have to say a word.
He walked in with his agent, the CEO, West Tigers CEO Shane Richardson's office, with a list of grievances about Benji Marshall as a coach. You tell me, if you were playing against him on Sunday at Combank Stadium, surely they go after him.
Benji won't even have to say it.
No, that's
There's some things in the dressing room that you won't have to. With the posts and all that kind of stuff, the players will know.
Were they suspecting that he was plotting to move to the Dogs much earlier than he did, or...?
I think the West Tigers do privately suspect that, yes, that Lachlan Galvin had been cozying up with Canterbury Bankstown since early this year, January, February, whenever it was.
Tigers fans will be... what are they? They're going to be pretty fired up.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a hard watch, though, isn't it?
For who? Tigers fans?
Yeah.
Absolutely, I think it will be. I think deep down they would like Lachlan Galvin at that football club. He's too good a talent. You don't want such talented players walking out the door at your footy club. And you look at their current predicament, he makes them a better team. He's made the Bulldogs a better team.
It's torture for the West Tigers members and fans, Dave, because they've had to walk this path so many times over the course of the last 15 years, whether you want to go back to Mitch Moses, a gun local junior, who then departs and goes to the Parramatta Eels, ends up playing in a grand final with them. James Tedesco goes to the Sydney Roosters, wins a couple of premierships. Lockie's just the latest example. So there's definitely, it's been a kick in the guts for the West Tigers faithful, and they've had to go through a hell of a lot. Like, they haven't played in the finals since 2011. So watching the best emerging talent in the game off the back of hearing that they're a development club that are going to invest in their local juniors and build the club around them, that's a sore point.
And they'll have to play the game of their lives this week to beat the Dogs the way that they are playing now. Jahrome Luai has also spoken on his future at the club. Take a look.
Were you pleased to see that RP officially re-signed as well?
Yeah, of course. He's a big part of this club, and he's a big reason of why I come here as well. So good to see the skip locked in for a few more years. Yeah, can't wait to play some more footy with him.
Could he be a big reason why you stay?
I'm staying. Don't worry.
For a long time?
For life.
Option gone?
It's not gone, but I think when things get hard, people sort of are expecting you to change. You know, I'm not that type of guy. I'm here for the long run, and yeah, I'm here to change this club around. Big love.
Big love. Jahrome Luai.
That's good.
He's there for life. Lock it in.
That's good news.
Yeah.
It's good news. can he just come out and announce it? That like, go
Announce
see
what?
Richo in his office and say, hey, I'm locked in. Take the clauses out. He's told us he's there for life.
Yeah.
And until that happens, I think Tigers fans will sleep a little bit better when that happens.
If he doesn't take the clauses out and he executes one of them, that will be getting replayed over and over again. Do we think he'll stay? I don't know. For Tigers fans, what do you guys think? I think he will. I think he's in for it. He's in for it.
So do I.
It is business. This game is business.
Let's ask the Tigers fan.
Well, they need him to stay, Gordy, because they've invested so much in Jahrome, and now they've started to build the rest of the side. They extended Api Coruscant. That allowed Talon De Silva, another young gun local junior, to go and join the Parramatta Eels. So they have pushed their chips so all in on Jahrome that even though he hasn't scored a try and even though he hasn't made a line break this year, and if you're going purely on value for money, he hasn't really aimed up on the field. But everything you hear away from the field in terms of professionalism, training standards, everything else that he's trying to bring into the Concord club, that's what they need, and that's what they haven't been able to find.
Which is all part of it. That adds value, and that's part of the whole deal. Do you think he's been worth his money over $1 million a year for the club?
No, not at this point in time. Everything Jimmy said, I totally agree with, and no, absolutely, it's true. Off the field, outstanding. Work ethic, training, character as far as helping these younger players onto the training paddock, outstanding. But on the field, he hasn't delivered to that figure. And if he was any other player, if we were talking about any other player on the same salary in the NRL, we would be dissecting them just as much.
Well, here are the stats if you want to dissect them.
Well, he's yet to score a try. Okay, so now of so much influence on a football team and a struggling football team, I would have thought Jahrome would have crossed for a try at this point in time. Points-wise last, obviously. Try assists down the pecking order. Line breaks, 29th in the NRL. Line breakers, 6 assists and runs, obviously down as well. Look, granted, there's been a little bit of change. At fullback, Jahrome Buller has been in and out. Api Coruscant's had a couple of issues along the way. And obviously the Galvin and Latu Fainu change in the halves as well impacts Jarome's game. But again, this is a highly paid individual who I can understand why he would take his options up and stay at the Tigers. Because I would argue that if he went onto the open market today, he wouldn't be able to get the current salary that he's on of around $1.2 million, 1.3.
I reckon he would. No, I disagree with that, Dave. I think he would, with new teams coming in, with Perth coming in,
only
with
on that
Papua
basis.
New Guinea coming
only on
in.
that basis.
He's an elite player,
Jimmy,
right? He's won 4 premiership rings.
You've just brought the expansion club into the suggestion.
I promise you, if he went to the open market, I would argue that he would be okay. He would command top dollar in the current climate. And I mean, the other element that we can't tap dance around with Jahrome, and this is why the West Tigers desperately needed to work with him, is that his arrival has forced Lachlan Galvin out. Like, there was clearly some friction in terms of their personalities. They didn't get along. Lachie hasn't enjoyed whatever he's brought to the club, and that's why he's a big part of the reason why he sought the messy exit. Then there was also the beefs with Benji. But Benji's also untested as well. Like, we don't know that Benji's going to be there long term.
Will Shane Richardson stick by Benji?
Well, I think he is at this point in time. He has given Benji absolutely everything that he's asked for.
Don't worry about the point in time. Get the crystal ball out.
I think, Benji's the coach clearly for the rest of this year, and definitely he is the coach for next season. They have to. They've already invested so much. They've made so many decisions based around Benji delivering as the right coach for that team.
Again, just asking questions. If they get the wooden spoon and a 0 and 2 or 3 to start next year, they keep it.
I think there'd be a conversation. There would have to be. If you look at what
I don't know.
If you look at what Serraldo's done in the short time at the Dogs, if you look at what Jason Rolls is slowly building, I think that they are a better side than what they were last year. But if they finish on the same amount of points,
I don't think they will get the spoon. I actually think Benji will get them
and I hope
up
they
and
don't.
off the bottom, and then I think he won't start 0 and 3. I'm just throwing scenarios because, it hasn't. That's 4 spoons in a row if they do get it, and we know how it works. You can put trust in a coach now, but things change very quickly, don't they?
Well, he signed a 5-year deal when he initially signed to do a couple of years apprenticeship under Tim Sheens and then take over. That all got thrown out the window because Tim Sheens' exit was fastened. And so essentially next year will be the 4th year of that deal. So if it doesn't work by next season, if it's not working by midway, Braith, then we all know how this plays out.